Women provide many gifts and talents that the world desperately needs. For many centuries, women were forced to take on inferior roles until women like Marie Curie proved that women could perform just as well or better in positions which had previously been only available to men. Marie was born in Poland almost 150 years ago. She was the youngest of 5. Her father was a science professor, and her mother directed a women's school. Her childhood was difficult because Poland at that time was controlled by the Russian military. Violence and revolts often erupted in the streets, so Marie rarely left her house, and for a long time barely attended school. Marie had an endless desire to read and learn as often as possible. She read perfectly at the age of 4 and was curious about language, math, and many topics that other children found boring. She secretly began to go to school, and it soon became obvious to everyone that she was a brilliant girl with a passion for learning. Her determination quickly led her to finish at the top of the class. After her mother and one of her sisters died of tuberculosis, she focused her studies and became a governess to help pay for her sister Bronia to study in France. Marie was not only intelligent, she was extremely generous and kind. After 5 years of combining studies and work, she decided it was time to go to university in Paris because it was not possible for women to attend university in her country. So she packed her bags and left home in search of a better future. Marie showed great merit and aptitude in her studies. She earned full math and physics degrees in only 3 short years, graduating with the highest grades in her class. University was a special place for Marie. Not only did she earn high honors, she also met Pierre, a young man who would eventually become her husband. After marrying, Marie and Pierre started a family. Having a family didn't stop her from pouring herself into her profession, her other passion. Pierre and Marie were a united front and worked together to build both family and careers. Marie was a mother, wife, and an exemplary scientist. Pierre was also a physicist, like Marie, and they decided to work together. Marie took on the role of head scientist, and Pierre was her faithful assistant. Through hard work and dedication, the couple achieved important scientific discoveries, all within the walls of a simple shed. They discovered elements in nature that emit light and heat up without burning up. They found that carbon releases energy when burning, but after it is no longer carbon. The couple worked hard investigating elements such as polonium and radium, which release energy that they called radioactivity. This discovery had such enormous uses and applications that they earned the highest award possible for any physicist, the Nobel Prize. As their work was recognized throughout the world, they became extremely important scientists. Marie and Pierre were happy, but their work was not finished. They kept up research in order to contribute as much as possible to the sciences and humanities. One dark, rainy day, Pierre was walking along the street when a horse and carriage came racing by. Just as he realized and tried to dash out of the way, he slipped and got run over. The accident was so serious that doctors could not save his life. Marie was sad, but she was a strong and brave woman. She continued researching and caring for her daughters, and even took on some of her husband's teaching duties at the university. This was how Marie became the first woman in the world to teach at a university level. Many shocked students, professors, and onlookers crowded into her first class to witness wisdom. Everyone admired and respected her. Marie didn't enjoy her fame, but she loved her work. She kept investigating and performing new, important experiments until soon thereafter she was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. She became the first woman and the first person at the time to be awarded 2 Nobel Prizes in science. The whole world admired and watched, waiting to learn more from her. When World War I began, her life changed drastically. She left her research and the university to go help the wounded. Thanks to her inventions, she was able to create a mobile X-ray unit to help doctors in the field, saving thousands of French lives. Slowly, Marie's health began to decline. No one knew why, not even Marie. Was it bad luck? Or was her poor health connected to the work she had been doing? Her illness slowly progressed. She felt fatigued and weak, and her vision declined. Burns developed on her body. In 1934, the world lost one of the most important women in history. Marie Curie died of what doctors at the time considered a mysterious disease. They couldn't explain her cause of death.
Aha!
After Marie passed away, scientists discovered that radioactivity had caused her death. It is very dangerous for human beings, and Marie had spent a large portion of her life researching radioactive elements without any protection. Marie was buried next to her husband in a cemetery outside of Paris. In 1995, the President of France ordered her remains to be moved to the Pantheon in Paris, where the most distinguished French people are laid to rest. The President delivered these words in the ceremonial speech: "Marie was the first French woman to be a doctor of sciences, Sorbonne professor, and recipient of a Nobel Prize. Now she is the first woman to be entombed in the Pantheon of Paris on her own merits." The President delivered these words in the ceremonial speech: "Marie was the first French woman to be a doctor of sciences, Sorbonne professor, and recipient of a Nobel Prize. Now she is the first woman to be entombed in the Pantheon of Paris on her own merits." Marie Curie had achieved the distinction of higher knowledge and showed that women are just as brave and capable as men. Thanks to her, many women have succeeded despite great opposition and achieved high honors, proving bravery, efforts, and skills. I am among those who think that science has great beauty. A scientist in his laboratory is not only a technician, he is also a child placed before natural phenomena which impress him as if they were fairy tales. Marie Curie, 1867-1934. Madame Curie is, of all celebrated beings, the only one whom fame has not corrupted. Albert Einstein.